Welcome back to Shared Sanctuary Collective. I'm really pleased you've returned. For those of you that are new, I really appreciate you being here. So as I promised, I have been receiving messages and I'm aligning this video to some of the common subjects or questions that are being asked. And a big one that I've found that seems to be coming from you guys is around why other people's opinions and feelings about us matter to us more than our own. And very simply put, it's how we have been shaped. So from a very early age, we strap identities to us that help us to survive or just to get through life in a comfortable and easier way. So as children, by our parents and elders, we are praised for good behavior and might be punished or reprimanded for behavior that doesn't meet certain expectations or standards. So even as children in the ages of 2 to 4, we're learning that we need to show up and behave in a certain way to then get rewarded or approved of or validated in a way that feels good to us. Then, of course, we go to school, and school life is all about if you're an educational high achiever, then you're deemed a great pupil if you follow rules, if you conform, if you fit in with what's expected to you. So there's an extra layer of that we then get at school. And then, of course, we enter into relationships and peer groups and social circles. Naturally, the human instinct wants to fit in. You want to be liked. And then it all becomes about who do I need to be? How do I need to behave? How should I show up that will make other people like me? And before we know it, we are in the throes of our adult life, and that has just become a subconscious common thing that runs through our very fabric. And we do it without even realizing. We enter into relationships. And I often hear the question in early relationships, so tell me what you're looking for. Now, maybe because you're trying to understand the other person, but trust me when I tell you, there will be a subconscious feeling or thought or need to understand what that person's looking for, because our learned patterns, our learned behavior has told us that's how we need to show up. And before we know it, we get to an age or a point in life where performing or having to analyze and understand how we show up to a certain person, a group of people, in a situation or in an environment is so draining because it's considered, it's engineered, it's manufactured. Even on a level where you might not be consciously thinking about it, it's embedded into our wiring. And so we spend our entire life being disappointed when we're not valued and appreciated for things that we've said or done that we think actually were worthy of that appreciation. But because we're so used to seeking it outside of us when we don't get it, it makes us believe that what we've done perhaps wasn't very valuable, wasn't appreciation worthy, which is so far from the truth. It starts to erode our self-confidence, our self-worth. And the real shame about it all, the real sadness is it disconnects us from who we really are and who we truly want to be. That person that gets out of bed in the morning that just wants to be a human being instead of human doing what we should be doing what other people want us to. We just want to be us. And I certainly got to a point quite late on, I turned 50, where I just so fed up with it. And it was really starting to affect how I felt about myself. It was starting to take its toll on me physically, mentally, emotionally. And so I started to unpick the identities that I had put on myself, the pressures I had put on myself, the expectations I'd put on myself, beliefs that didn't belong to me. They belonged to other people. And instead worked on validating myself, for myself, and by myself. And I cannot, in this video, or in any length of video, express to you the level of peace, relief, the amount of energy that comes back, and just a real sense of freedom when you start validating yourself. Now, don't get me wrong, feedback from other people is so valuable. And when used in a healthy way, it can course correct you a little bit, or it might give you some growth and some learning. But it shouldn't be what you hang the weight of your value on, the weight of your self-worth on. This is exactly what we do at Shared Sanctuary Collective. We've all been shaped in different ways through different life experiences, through different childhoods. And we look at that closely. We understand the layering. We remove what doesn't belong to us. And what you are left with is who you are. Who might you be once you take off and peel off all those layers that you've allowed to suffocate you and hold you down? Who do you think you might be? When you're ready to explore that, reach out to me at Shared Sanctuary Collective in whatever way makes you feel comfortable. Email, you can DM me on Instagram, TikTok, or pop over to the website. There's lots of ways in which you can reach out, or just dip your toe in the water and see what's available to you in terms of resource. In the meantime, please keep commenting. Please drop your likes, share with people that you think might find good use of this video, and let me know what's bothering you. If you could change one thing in your life that would make a real big difference to you, something that you've been living with for years, what would it be? Let me know. Drop that in the comments below. Subscribe, share, like, it all helps. And it means I can come back and see you again, but also reach other people that might need it. For now, I send my love and I wish you well.